Yep. Yo, what's good? You already know what you tuned into. This is Hoops Talk, Relly Rell, baby. You already know what it is, man. We 2-0 New York Knicks. Grab game one, game two. You know what I'm saying? We in the NBA Finals versus San Antonio Spurs. I don't know if you know anybody that's a Knicks fan. You already know it's pandemonium. They crazy right now. They super excited. Everybody's like New York is crazy right now. I've been talking to family members out there and stuff like that. Everything is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like New York is up right now. Why? Because the Knicks are 2 games away from winning the NBA Finals. Let's get into it. You already know where we at, baby. You already know where we at. Knicks take game one and game two, baby. First of all, let me make this clear. Let me make this clear. The Knicks are about to do something that no NBA team has done. They are about to shake the world up from the standpoint of the Knicks killing a 52-year drought from the last time we won the NBA championship in the 70s, baby. You know what I'm saying? We doing something, it's something big. Now let's get into it. Game one, baby. Game one. I mean, it's nobody but big body Brunson, came to the rescue and saved the day at the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? We was down 16. You know what I'm saying? We was down. It was looking bad. We was looking rusty. We was looking like, oh, they might win game one. But no. Dun, 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 dun. Big body Brunson came with the cape, was like, nah, and got to work in the fourth quarter. Actually, the first half, he played terrible. The first half, he did not look good at all. But the halftime, boom, he got to work. Ended up with 30 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, you know what I'm saying? He did shoot 2 from 9 from the 3. He was 12 for 31. And if you look at that, you would say, the Knicks lost that game because he was 12 for 31. But nah, my boy Karl Anthony Towns came through with the 18 and 12, but it wasn't just, I know the numbers look like it was just 18 and 12. The job defensively that he did on Victor Wembanyama was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like Wemby did not know what to do, and it looked that way because Cat was all over him. One, Cat's too strong for Wemby, so Wemby couldn't body him up. It was hard to get around Cat, because Cat is quick. You know what I'm saying? Cat is quick, and he actually stayed out of foul trouble. He did an excellent job. He was the MVP of game one. Even though JB got 30 and he came through in the clutch when it was time to go ahead and eat, he you know what I'm saying? He finished his plate. When it was time for him to eat, he finished his plate. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart had 15 rebounds that game. So he played D. He was all over the place. He was a maniac, getting steals, forcing turnovers, running, you know what I'm saying? Then, when we force turnovers and run, it's hard to stop us. It's hard to stop us when we force turnovers and run because then everybody's spreading out and you could pick your poison who's going to hit that shot. You know what I'm saying? You got OG on the corner. What you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Then it goes to Mikal. Then, you know what I'm saying? You got Mikal. Then, you know what I'm saying? It goes back to, like, you know what I'm saying? It may go back to JB or it may go to Cat. If it go to Cat, then y'all running that Cat. Cat may take that first step, go around you, go to the hole, lay or dunk. You know what I'm saying? Or take it to the hole and see JB open because y'all collapsed and JB is wide open for the half. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Like the way our offense is and the way we move the ball is difficult to guard us. And you can see that the San Antonio Spurs are having a difficult time guarding us and stopping us in the transition. But I'm not gonna lie, Victor had 26 he had 26 to 13 that game, but he had a terrible first half. All most of his points I think was in the second half. He tried to make a comeback or whatever, try to do what he had to do. They tried to punch us in the mouth first game, but we came through. You know what I'm saying? We showed resiliency, you know what I'm saying? We weathered the first storm, and then after that, we was good. We was good. We took that game. You know what I'm saying? We took that game. It was good. I want to get some key factors, you know what I'm saying? Like on the Spurs side, I'm not gonna lie, Dylan Harper was giving us the business. He had 16, you know what I'm saying? He was doing things in the game that we looked like we could not stop. And I didn't know why San Antonio coach, I don't know why the Spurs coach didn't keep Harper in most of the game. He kept putting Fox in, and Fox didn't even really play well game one. I don't know why he didn't put him in. You know, it was being said, you know, on First Take and all that, Get Up and NBA Today and all that. It was, you know, what happened with the coaching. Like Mike Brown definitely outcoached Spurs coach, you know, Mitch. So I feel like the chemistry that we have more experience that showed in game one, especially because they had the lead and, they let go of the lead. We got back into the game. And then when you playing a close game with the New York Knicks, we have the best closer in the league, period. The best closer in the league. And big body Brunson. Is nothing you can do when he got his sights on, oh, what time is it? Like group talk, the 4 minute mark in the fourth quarter is big body Brunson time. It's big body Brunson time. Every time it's big body Brunson time. Unless we're just losing, if it's a close game, if it's like a 2 point, 3 point, 4, 5 point game, and even if it's 8 or 10, if it's a 10 point game, we got 4 minutes left. It's big body Brunson time, and I guarantee you, by that time, we will destroy that 8 point lead that opponent has, and then take the lead and go up 10. That's kind of what we did in game one. Now, game two was a little back and forth. I can't front. We came out, we was a little more in the flow of the game and everything, and we basically took the lead, and we was actually up like I think 13 or 14 or something like that. We was actually like up, right? Then we lost the lead. They came back. Victor was like, "Nah, this is not going down like this." And it was like a bunch of haymakers, a bunch of back and forths. It was good basketball, good defense. The youth and the inexperience showed with the San Antonio Spurs in game two. Wemby made a couple mistakes, turnover where he passed the ball and hit the back of Castle. That was late in the game. And end up fouling JB. JB hit the free throws. We end up being up one with 7.5 to go. And that was enough time for the Spurs to cook up something and possibly get a shot to Wemby or get a little lob to Wemby or something like that. I would have at least tried to get a lob or something to Wemby or something like that. Or, at least get him in a paint where he could find one of his shooters, because it just looked like they knew that Wemby was going to get the ball. So, where they gave him the ball at, cool. He was at the elbow by the free throw line. That jump shot should have been easy. Probably would have synced it. If that was JB or Cat, I think that would have went in. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't go in. I felt like he rushed it or whatever because, the pressure of what's going on. The game is at high stakes. This is the shot for the win. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on right there. And then Cat outplayed him in game two. So it was just like, Wemby showed his youth, even though he had 29 points in game two. He had 29, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. You look at that, oh, he had a good game. You know what I'm saying? JB only had 20 in game two. Cat came through with 21, 13. He was really the player of the game. Cat was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? We out rebounded them. We had a lot of second chance points. A lot of second opportunities to score, way more than the Spurs had, and that was kind of one of the downfalls in it. The refs definitely tried to help the Spurs win that game, but at the same time, the Spurs let that game go. But I'm gonna be real with you, they took it. I'm gonna be real with you, the Spurs let that game go. They had an opportunity to win, but once again, JB came through, boom, 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 had a nice little floater in front of, you know what I'm saying? Over, I think that was for Devin Vassell or somebody or whoever was guarding him, because it didn't matter who was guarding him. He was doing his thing, right? And he hit the game-winning free throws. Did he get the clutch steal? And then, boom, boom, Wemby missed the shot, and then it's over with, right? You know what I'm saying? Game two. Now we up 2-0. Now, Stephen A. said on First Take, y'all better not let the Knicks win game two. Simple fact. Why? Because now the next two games are in the Garden, and you're not surviving that. The Spurs are not surviving that atmosphere where they're going to win a game in the Garden. And if they do, I have a different respect for Wemby. I'm going to be real with you. I have a disrespect for Wemby and that team. If they come and win game three and make sure they can go back to San Antonio game 5. But I know the Knicks is going to go ahead and make sure, the work is done. because we focus, we hear. Is nothing else to be said about what needs to be done. We already know what needs to be done, right? We need to handle business. Don't play with your food. Finish your plate. Let's go. Get the job. Let's get the job done. I don't, man. I don't know how to like that atmosphere New York is going to be in for Game 3 and Game 4. Nobody is. I haven't ever seen. I'm not going to be able to even witness that. Like, is nobody is ever going to see this ever happen because one thing I know is the Knicks has the best fan base in the NBA. Period. Basketball. Period. Let's be real. New Yorkers travel, and we're in every state. So wherever you go, there's a Knick. There's a Knick there in that state. It's a New York Knick there in that state. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Wherever we travel, we don't have a problem when we come to your town. Why? Because we know we got 40% Knicks in your arena, and they're going to be louder than you. They're going to be louder than you, and we're going to feel like we're at home every time. That's why we are the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks mob fan base is crazy. New York is crazy right now. This is something that has never happened since I've been around. They wasn't even this crazy for 94, even 99, when we was the 8th seed and we made it to the finals. Nobody thought we was going to do that. Now, we knew we wasn't going to beat the Spurs, but still, this is something that nobody ever thinks is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We don't even, we're never going to see this moment, man. That's why I encourage everybody, Knick fan, non-Knick fan, enjoy this. Enjoy what you're seeing right now. You're seeing good basketball from a great basketball team within the New York Knicks. We going up against a juggernaut, talented, young team that's going to be great for the next 10 years. This might be a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? They already got the rivalry with OKC and the Spurs. This might be a rivalry between the Knicks and the Spurs right now with this actual team that we have and their team, because I think we're going to see each other again after this. It's not the only time I feel like we're going to meet. You know what I'm saying? So what I have to say right now is with that being said, with game 2 being in the wraps, being up 2-0, man, I'm so excited about this. I can't control, as you can see, I can't control myself right now. It's crazy. I don't know what to do because I seen it. I was there in 94 when we lost and we was right there. It's game 7 and we had it and then we didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen the 99. Then I seen all the runs up to that point where we had to run into Jordan, where we had to run into Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying? Where we had to do all these things and lose, man, and lose. Jordan had the 90s on smash, on lock, and we had a good team. We went up against them. We fought them like Conan and gladiators. They just had Superman on their team. No, I think the Knicks would have had a couple championships in the 90s if Jordan wasn't there. But Jordan was there, man. But right now, we don't have a Jordan. It's not a Jordan in this era. I mean, you want to compare Anthony Edwards, but right now he's still learning. He's still going through his growing pains. Right now, as you can see, he lost to the Spurs, but he was hurt. So, it is what it is. But still, we are about to make history. And it's New York fans all over the place. In China, is all of America, all of China, all of the world. I seen a post with Stephon Marbury, one of New York's best point guards. I'm going to go out and say it. He's probably the best player that came out of New York City, besides Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan was from Brooklyn, right? Michael Jordan is from Brooklyn. Yeah, he moved to North Carolina when he was a little kid, but he's from Brooklyn. So we claiming that. We had the greatest player to ever play the game. Yes, we had Bernard King, you know what I'm saying? We Albert King, he's from Fort Greene. He's from the hood. He was in my auntie's building. Like, him and my auntie shared the same building, man. Mr. Albert used to come outside, watch us play ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, New York is basketball. That's the Mecca. You know what I'm saying? This is big. They're about to win the championship in the Mecca of basketball. Not to mention one of the most favorite and most popular franchises in the league. Even though we had a terrible run for a long time, we were still one of the most favorite franchises in the league. And we're about to win a chip. We're 2 games away from winning the chip, my G. Come on, man. Back to the games, man. Like I said, Castle and Harper, they're too young and it's looking crazy right now. I mean, it's looking too much for them right now. The bright lights are out. It's looking like it's too much for them right now. They're trying their best with the talent that they have. Like I said, I think the Spurs team is more talented. The Spurs team is more talented, but we're the better team. We're the better experienced team. I feel like we have the better player as far as stars. You want to, you know what I'm saying? More clutch, right? So I want to mention that when you're the first time you're getting to the finals and you're young and you see a real talented team and they come in and they look like, ooh, they might actually win this. Like OKC went up against another young team. So this is their first time, getting, you know what I'm saying? And they were both young. So it was kind of that game was kind of like back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because they was both young, they was both making mistakes and stuff like that. Everybody was everybody was switching, making adjustments and everything like that. And it went to a game 7. Now, if Hallenberg didn't get hurt, then maybe the Spurs would have won. I mean, maybe the Pacers would have won. But, OKC won. So, and you see, it's hard to repeat. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to repeat. And then they lost to a young team in the San Antonio Spurs. But the San Antonio Spurs got a unicorn, an alien called Victor Wembanyama, which is tough for anybody to stop. But they're going up against a well-oiled machine who's been together for a few years. Not to mention just on the New York Knicks, that our core has went back to back in NCAA championships at Villanova with Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson. Shout out Dante DiVincenzo, because I wish he was still on our squad, because then we'll really be a Philly. I hope somehow we can get him back over here. You know what I'm saying? We want Dante. We want Ragu back. You feel what I'm saying? But we have a core. They won in college and they won and now they're winning in the pros. They know each other. And then the dynamic of them knowing each other is seeping through the rest of the team. Cat is a perfect big for the squad that we have, with the wings that we have, with the guards that we have. You know what I'm saying? A stretch big who go inside and out. And he could play make. Now, the playmaking was new to us, honestly. Like, knew he could play make a little bit, but he's really a playmaker. You can play him like a joker on the elbow and let him go to work and let him see what he sees. You know what I'm saying? Somebody cut it, boom. Or if he need to just take advantage of the mismatch that he has, back him down, take him off the dribble, fade away shot. You know what I'm saying? The trailing 3, he killing right now. You know what I'm saying? He going to work, getting the offensive rebounds, putbacks, getting dunks. You know what I'm saying? He's working and outplaying Wemby. So that's why we're winning right now. So, and Castle and Harper, they're doing their best trying to contain JB, but it's not happening. And now, you got OG and them coming out doing these, handle business. OG giving us the 17 in both games. Mikal had 20 in game 2. You know what I'm saying? We get Landry Shamet comes in, give us that. And every time Landry Shamet come in, we go on like a 10-0 run, period. Like, this is what he does. He comes in, hits 1 3, hits 2 threes, maybe a crazy shot that you be like, I can't believe you made that. You know what I'm saying? And we go on a run. McBride, he comes in, play his D, play hard, be a pest, hits a couple big threes for us. You know what I'm saying? Alvarado, gives her energy. You know what I'm saying? We got a squad that runs. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to beat us. We can play you any kind of way, bro. We could play you any kind of way. That's why we won game 2. The Spurs should have got game 2, but they didn't. Now you got to go on the Garden. You got to win game 3. Got to win game 3, because game 4, we're smacking you. I'm telling you, we're smacking you. We smacking you game 4. We're going to win this. Chip is on the way. Now, my next question, my next thing I want to talk about, man. My next thing I want to talk about, is this the greatest Knick run ever? Yes, it is. Why? One, the deficit that we've been beating everybody. That's one. You know what I'm saying? We closing people out 40 game deficits. You know what I'm saying? 2, right now, we 13 and 13-2? 13-2 in the playoffs right now. We won 13 straight. 13 straight. We about to run I wish we could have ran the table, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? the way we're winning and getting the job done, and the rest that we've been having, the rest is definitely helped us because we're healthy. We're healthy in the finals, which is the one of the most important things. We're healthy in the finals. This is one of the greatest runs I've seen. And trust me, I love the 94 run. I love the 94 run. I love the 99 run. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about this on Hoops and Hip Hop with my boy Trev and with my cousin Trev and my cousin Drew. You know what I'm saying? And, go on N.Y.O.T Media on YouTube and, holla at us. You know what I'm saying? And check that episode out, the Hoops and Hip Hop episode. You know what I'm saying? We actually talked about this. Is this the greatest run? And I think this year it is, man. I'm picking it. I'm picking this year as the greatest run. One, because how New York is going crazy, how the New York pandemonium is hitting every state. And one, how I'm older. I'm in my 40s. So I'm in my 40s, we making money. So I'm really able to be invested and actually participate in this run. So this is really a little more special to me because I'm able to actually participate in this while they doing this run. I'm able to go to these games like when they come, because like when they come play the Hawks and everything, or like go to these, go take a flight to New York and go out there and be a part of the mob and stuff like that, which I plan to do for game 4. Like I feel what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I was too young. 99, I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? I was starting high school. 94, you know what I'm saying? I'm elementary. So, you know what I'm saying? When I looked at it as a kid loving his team, wanting his team to win. Now I'm looking at it as a grown adult that put in the work and sat there through all the pain and the agony and all the stupid teams that we had. We had Andrew Bargnani on our squad. Andrew Bargnani. Who remember Clean Anthony Early? I've been a part of those teams. You know what I'm saying? When we had Lou Amundsen, man, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been a part of those teams, bro. What about the Moutier? What was his name? Moutier? I'm glad he's gone. Like the Moutier team, all that. You feel me? Like I've been through that. We've been through that. You know what I'm saying? We seen this as an adult. I seen the worst Knicks teams ever. I'm just glad that Melo came over to give us the Knicks tape era. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I was hoping the Knicks tape era can win a chip, but I knew because who we had in office, Phil Jackson, because I blame him for all that nonsense that went down. I knew we wasn't going to win because he didn't want Melo to win because he didn't even like Melo. So we here through it all, through the struggles, New York. We here. We made it. And now we're about to win a chip. And I promise you, I'm wearing Knick attire for the rest of the year. I'm wearing Knick attire for the rest of the year. I don't care. Go out to dinner. I'm going to have some orange and blue on somewhere. I don't want to hear it. That's what it is, man. We win. It's Knicks for life. It's always been Knicks for life. It's always Knicks forever. Knicks versus everybody. That's the motto. Once a Knick, always a Knick. 2 games away. Let's finish the job. Let's finish the job. Let's make sure that we don't play with our food. The greatest Knick run, Jalen Brunson is going to be named the greatest Knick of all time when it's all said and done. That might be one. This is probably going to be the greatest Knick team of all time because of the run that we did. So, even though, my favorite is always going to be the 94 team. My favorite is always going to be the 94 team. And I love the 99 team, you know what I'm saying? But Knicks tape was probably my favorite team because JR and all of them, that was just a wild year. Those are some wild years, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I got to witness those years. But this year, these couple years with JB, man, work. And this is what I want, work. No flashiness. We ain't got no superstars. You know what I'm saying? We got a really good player in JB. We're going to call him a superstar because he's the best player on the New York Knicks. So that automatically puts him at superstar status, right? We got a perennial all-star in Cat. I think OG should be an all-star, be honest with you, the way he plays. But second team all defense, you know what I'm saying? This team is built for the next few years to be in the finals every year or be fighting to get to the finals every year. I think out of the 6-7 years, I'm going to give a 6-7 year span. I think we will be in those at least at least another 3 years. We're going to be in there another 3 years. You feel what I'm saying? Another 3 years. Let's make this happen. We here, man. We this close. New York is going crazy. I already know they lit. My cousins and them already told me they lit up there. So, I'm excited. Anybody that know me knew I've been Nick all day, New York all day. Is nothing gonna change no matter where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? N.Y.O.T. You know what I'm saying? New York is out of town because we from the New Yorkers, and we're from out of town. But we bring New York to wherever we go. We don't go to that place and become that place. We bring New York wherever we go. So it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And there's only a few states that do that. You know what I'm saying? Cali does it. Cali, wherever they go, they bring Cali with them. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's it, really. I feel like that's the only other state, if you want to be real. But, not to knock any other state. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hoes, y'all do what y'all do. But New York is New York. Y'all already know. It's New York for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Godzilla didn't come here first come to New York first for a reason. He came to New York first for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Stark Towers is not in the middle of Manhattan for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's in the middle of Manhattan for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. It's New York, baby. And the Knicks is 2-0. Got 2 more games. We gotta make it work. We gotta go. If we sweep them, it's over with. Like, can't tell us nothing, me. Can't tell us nothing. And I'm gonna be here for it. I'm gonna be ready. I might cry, be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me, because I could throw hands, but I might shed a tear, real talk, because it's been a long road, man. Long road. Definitely a long road, man. But nah, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in to Hoops Talk with Relly Rell, man. Might as well call it Knicks Talk. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been Knicks all since I started, right? But still, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I want you to like, share, and subscribe, man. Always tune into N.Y.O.T Media on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to Bucket Fam out in New York right now. My cousin Sean, cousin Doyle doing this thing out there. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to Knicks Mob ATL. They host Knicks parties, Knicks watch parties, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta. And my first time coming, I had a great time. The wings and the food was good at that spot, you know what I'm saying? Sunshine Lounge, that joint, that food was good. Food was good. My lady was happy about that, you know what I'm saying? And, we got to see the Knicks win game 1 around there. Game 2, I should have came, but, I had some things to do. But game 3, I'm definitely probably going to be up in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to be up in there. Game 4, like I said, I'm trying to get to New York. So, boom. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate y'all, tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? It's Hoops Talk, Relly Rell, my G. Peace.